Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm going to show you guys how to make the meatless vegetable stew legume sans viande. Previously on my channel I showed you guys how to make this with meat as promised. This one is without meat. So for our vegetables we're going to need chaute squash that I got from the commissary here in Germany. I got some eggplants. I couldn't find the Chinese eggplants, so these are gonna have to do for this video. I have some carrots here. I have some chopped up spinach already, and I have some cabbage. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys how to do the chaute because that one is more complicated, but everything else is very self-explanatory on how to peel them and cut them up. So to start, I cut up the top and I'm just going to peel it. You can use a peeler. I don't know where mine is, guys, so I'm just gonna use a knife and I don't mind. Now, once everything is peeled, you wanna cut it on the bottom evenly as possible. And then once you get that cut, you're gonna open it up and you're going to remove the seeds that's inside the chaute right here. You want to remove that. And then at the bottom, the remainder of the peels, make sure you remove those as well. Alright guys, so once we remove the seeds, go ahead and slice it up into evenly pieces as possible because we want them to cook at the same time. And then after that, I'm just going to get my tomato paste and make a puree out of it. And the purpose of that is to just add color to the food. That's it. So you don't have to add that. But for me, I like a little bit of color of my food and I like it to be as natural as possible. So in your pot, go ahead and add some oil in, and then you're gonna add your chaute squash first, followed by your eggplants, and then your carrots, your spinach, and lastly you're going to add your cabbage up top. Alright guys, so now that all my vegetables are in there, I'm going to go ahead and add that tomato puree that I made. Like I said again, it's just for color, and I'm going to add a little bit more towards the end because I find that this wasn't enough. But for now, go ahead and add a cup and a half of water in there just so your vegetables can cook. And I'm going to use an aluminum foil to cover that up so it could steam. And it should be done in about 30 minutes. So just grab some aluminum foil, grab some of that, cover it up, and then put your lid on your pot. And about 30 minutes later, I'll go ahead and show you the next step. Alright guys, and remember, before removing that, be sure to use a long spoon so the heat doesn't burn your hands. I know my veggies are done, so I'm going to go ahead and remove my carrots out of there. In the mashing process, I don't think it's a good idea to mash the carrots along with the rest of the vegetables, so go ahead and remove those. You can let that sit for about 5 minutes before you start mashing it, or you can be like me and just do it right away. Now you have two options. You can use the same one that you would do mashed potatoes, or you could use a mush pilon, which is my preference. So go ahead and grab that, or grab your masher, and then go ahead and mash all the vegetables together. Now as you go along, be sure to stir it so you can get everything that was on the bottom. So if you want to, you can do it with your masher, or you can grab a spoon like I'm doing here, and I'm just stirring it. Make sure everything that was on the bottom comes up so I can mash them so everything can be evenly done. Alright guys, so that's pretty much it with the mashing. Like I said, I went ahead and add more tomato paste puree because I wanted the color to look like that. And I'm just taking my carrots and I'm cutting them into bite-sized pieces and adding it in there. We actually, towards the end of this video, it was a very quick, easy recipe to follow as usual. So after I put my carrots in there, I'm just going to go ahead and add spices so the vegetable stew can have flavor. So go ahead and add your salt and pepper and garlic, onion. I added some seasoned salt on here as well. You can add garlic powder. You know, whatever spices that you're comfortable using, go ahead and add it in there, and then be sure to taste it so it could be the flavor that your palate's like. And also, if you want, you can go ahead and add some habanero pepper on here just for a little heat, a little kick, and that's pretty much it. So for the last part, I'm just going to add some onions and bell pepper just for a little crunch taste to it, and that will be the end of this recipe. So go ahead and stir it in, let it stew for another 10 minutes or so on low heat, and then that's it. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, welcome to my channel. And if you're thinking about subscribing, just go ahead and do it. You won't be disappointed. I love you all for watching. Until next time, bye.